Good morning and welcome to yet another episode of My PA Dream. Today is day 12 of the building construction out at Villa FELIZ. And what have we got scheduled for today? Today is, we should be doing a bunch of formworks, and I expect some concrete pours today, and who knows what else is going to be done, because every day is a surprise around here. But I think we're going to get a lot accomplished today. So I'm going to head out toward the job site, and let's get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today?
Hi, okay, I'm fine.
How's everybody? Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good morning. How are you today? Morning, Dale.
Hi,
How are you today?
I'm okay.
You doing your coffee beans today?
Just tell me when you're available.
Okay. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful day. Morning. So let me tell you how my morning started out this morning. Of course, I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I get my shower. I get it a little bit earlier because, as you know, I have water problems out in my community. So if I don't get a shower by 5:30, I have zero water usually. But today is Saturday, and I actually forgot today was Saturday. And on Saturdays, the kids don't go to school on Saturday, so there's actually a little bit more water in the water supply, and you can actually sleep in just a little bit. So that's what's cool about Saturday. So I got my shower at 4:30, and then of course my daily routine is I go through user comments, and I try to answer as many user comments. I get to chat with my wife for a little while, and then I have some breakfast, and then I start heading out to the site out here. And so it got to be, it was a little after 6 o'clock, and then I got to one of the user comments on there. The comment was from one of my subscribers, PH Living, and the comment was referring to something I said about things being unreliable, unexpected, or something like that. And their comment was something in the matter of the only thing that's reliable is the unreliable. And then I was getting ready to post a comment to that, and as soon as I was about to hit the enter button, poof, the electricity went out and we had a brownout. So how appropriate with that comment. So anyway, for me, it was almost instinctive. I just went over and I turned on my emergency light, and I grabbed my bucket of water and I started washing my dishes. And I didn't even think about it. And it's one of those kind of things where, I mean, everybody's used to it over here, and then I thought to myself, well, I'm kind of used to this now, and it's not a big deal. So I got to thinking, well, maybe I'm becoming Filipino. Something like that. Oh, by the way, you remember Vince over here, who's, see over here, constructing the house over my shoulder here? The house here, it was the one that's going to have the water feature outside, where it's going to be like a moat with fish and all kind of, and you had to do the stepping stones to get into his place. Well, I caught Vince yesterday as I was leaving site, and had a discussion with him, and he was telling me that his house is actually going to be ready in about less than 2 weeks. He's actually going to start filling up the water feature with some water here, and probably in about a week. And his house is almost done, or to the point where he's actually going to do what's called the blessing of the house over here. And I have the date, I have it written down and the time and everything like that. But he invited me to the blessing of his house, and that's a pretty big thing over here. So I'm gonna ask Vince if it's okay if we do video, and I'll share that experience with this major event for somebody when they first open up their house. So hopefully he's cool with that, and we actually get to see that, because we're gonna be doing the same thing when we finally have our house completely built and my wife is back over here joining with me. So, and we'll invite you in as well for that major event. So that was my German friend Henry there, and like I said, when you come into the community, whether it's walking down the street or whether you're walking in the subdivision, and you're gonna meet up with your neighbors and stuff like that, and you end up getting in these long conversations, and next thing you know, it's like 30 minutes after you were expecting to show up on site. But anyway, that's what retirement's all about, right? So, and I really enjoy that. I enjoy the leisureness. Maintenance back here? Wonderful. I haven't seen anybody working in my neck of the woods back here. This is great. This is great. This area, like I said in some early videos, this area is like, I'm the only one that is building back in any of these blocks back here. Here's 3 big blocks back here, and each block has about 8 lots on each one of them. And then you have the perimeter that goes around the 3 blocks here. But there's nobody building back here. I'll be the first one to actually have a home constructed back here. And as I also mentioned in an earlier video, the lot across from me is also sold, and I understand that it's going to be developed. Right about the completion of ours, they're going to start building. If I get more information on that, I will share. I don't know if you noticed it, but remember we had 4 coconut seedlings out here, and now we have 5? But one of my workers came up to me yesterday, and he comes up to me with this coconut with a big seedling in it. And he's showing it to me. He's like, "Here, put this inside, get the rest of your coconuts." I'm like, "Where'd you find that one?" He said, "Way in the back of the lot back there." He said he found another. He knows I'm trying to collect coconuts so I can replant at the very back of the property. So I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
So I asked the crew to make sure they're doing good tampering of the crushed rock aggregate in the base of all the footers, and of course they're going to have to do it also when they pour all the rock for the entire base before they do the cement flooring for the basement level. And they were using the cocoa wood, and it takes a lot of work to do with that. So that's what they're doing back there right now. They're cutting a section of the tree, and they're going to actually use that for a tamper. And so it's not something you're going to want to keep an eye on when if you're going to be on site and watching what's going on with construction. Is little things like what I saw this morning. This line here, which is the actual line that defines the dimensions of the walls and the columns for the actual house, is all covered up by all this rock right here, all the stuff here. And it was actually underneath it, and it was actually pushed over like about 3 inches. So what they're going to do is they're going to run a plumb bob, and when they run the plumb bob, they're using that as their guide for the actual column is going to be, which is going to define the dimensions of the house. So although it might only be a couple inches or something like that off, it's still 2 inches off. You might have one wall that is so big, and the opposite opposing wall is a different dimension, a couple inches or more off. So you just might want to. So what I did was I actually came over here and I started clearing it myself, and then one of the workers saw me doing that, and he most courteously came over real quick with a shovel and he cleared all of these. So now all of them are cleared, and we should have more accurate placements when they start digging the hole and actually putting the columns up. Our new tamper tool. Told you nothing is wasted around here. Here's a good example of the soil composite on this lot. You see that the actual hole that they have here, this is all clay down here, really hard clay, so that's going to make for a good foundation. And you can see the line right across there. So the clay actually right here where they've cut into the ground at this point right here, we're about I'm going to say about 1.2 meter down. Then from here, which is actually the topsoil, on up to this point right here to ground level, this is actually about, I'm going to say, right around 2 meters. So that's going to be great for drainage, and the amount of depth that we have into the clay is going to be really good for stability of the structure. Well, anyway, my contractor's on site. He just arrived, and so I'm going to take off right now so he can monitor what's going on. And what he did bring to me today, as I asked him yesterday, could he bring me something that shows that you can actually put the columns towards the edge of some of the footers. And although he didn't bring the new one, we're still waiting on the one to come back for the structural analysis for this property, because they just received the soil samples, like I said, from last week, and we'll get a new structural analysis on that. But what he's doing, he's actually working on another project right now, and he showed me the one from the project he's working on another house. And indeed, you can see that, and these were approved by the city planners, and it is based on the thickness of the footer and the size of the rebar that's installed inside there. And they are, several of them are off-centered, some of them are almost on the edge again, and these are the engineers that are doing the planning. So I feel secure that we're good here on that issue. So I'm going to go grab some lunch and go check some emails. And then my sister-in-law who actually proxied for us over all the years that we haven't been here. We bought the property back around 2010, and she's been taking care of things like the taxes and the HOA assessment fees and things like that. We send her the money and she comes down and she pays it. Well, she hasn't seen the property since we actually started the construction, so she still remembers it looking like this right here. So I think she's going to be surprised.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. How's everybody this morning?
Okay.
Okay. I don't know if you noticed the other day that there was a gentleman out here. He was actually doing cleanup of the yard. There's a couple of men, as a matter of fact, a couple of workers out here. They were down on the ground, and they have these like little bolo knives, and they're cutting and trimming. The properties, most of them will look something like this, and then they come over here and they manually get out there and they're cutting and they're piling up all this kind of stuff. And that's kind of how they do things over here. They don't have machinery that comes out, no lawnmowers or anything like that. Not for the undeveloped lots. I have seen some of the homeowners now on their lots, they'll actually use different types of lawnmowers and things like that. I was kind of wondering, I wonder what they do with the debris. You can see the piles of debris that are left over here. I'm gonna have to find out, because on our lot, when they did ours, they would cut it like that because it's required by the HOA that all of the lots, even if they're undeveloped, if you own the lot, you have to have it maintained during the year. Which maintain means, if you see this one, you see the height of the growth on this one right here. I mean, I think right after it gets around this height right here, and maybe a little bit higher, then what they do is they send you a notice. You need somebody to come out and cut your yard. And so if you don't have anybody, they actually provide a service here, and I think it's 500 pesos to do the cut, and it's certainly worth. You see the size of this? They have, and that's a all day kind of a thing for 500 pesos, which is equivalent to about $10 in the US, for them to come out and trim your entire lot by hand. And I think that's a great deal. So that's what we did. And I think for us, I think we only had to do it like 2 or 3 times a year, so it wasn't a real big expense. I'm going to stop here and take a break real quick on the way walking in, and I just want to pose a question that for the viewers of this channel. I'm trying to keep my channel a little bit unique, and I hope that you're finding it unique as far as the content that I'm showing on here. But one of the things that I noticed, that a lot of the folks that are talking about the Philippines, they always talk about how much does it cost to live in the Philippines, and they'll do something like a wrap-up of what they spent for the month. If you're interested in that, just let me know. I actually keep a pretty detailed listing on a spreadsheet of what I spend on a day-to-day basis. My wife says I'm anal when it comes to stuff like this, and until I knew what the word anal meant, I thought it was kind of like something really bad she was saying against me, but it's actually being detailed. So anyway, maybe that's a good thing, I don't know. So anyway, if you're interested, let me know, and maybe on Sunday, on my day off, maybe I'll throw together a wrap-up of what I spent during the month of February. Lugaw. Alright, so today we're gonna try lugaw. I always see this gentleman out here. He has like this portable cart here, and he goes around and everybody eats. It must be good. It must be good because you always have many people eating here. So I'm gonna try some lugaw today. Wait, calamansi? Oh, of course. Everything is better with calamansi, right?
You want?
Yes, please. To go. Take out. Oh man, that looks really good.
You like spicy?
I do. I like spicy. A little spicy. Calamansi? Yeah. Vinegar?
Patis.
Ah.
Calamansi, patis. Chili.
Little bit. Not too spicy. Alright. Maybe a little more. Hey, what's up? So anyway, they put this gate up here, and before they had the gate, some of the local kids around here, they used to always come and they'd knock on my door, and I'd give them some candy. I used to always pick up candy if you followed my videos before. So anyway, they put the gate up and they can't come through anymore. So I'm going to use the terminology that if if the mountain won't come to Muhammad, Muhammad's going to come to the mountain. So I'm going to bring these kids a little something to chew on here. You guys playing house, right? So how about some? You want some candy to bring inside your house? Everybody get a piece. Okay? Okay? Is it good? All right. See you later.
Bye po.
Bye, Po.
Bye po.
You're welcome. Bye. All right, lunch done, and back to the job site. All right, and this is my sister-in-law, and this is the one that I was talking about earlier that was taking care of the lot for us while we were overseas. So what do you think? Oh, that's all? Nothing? You can see we have 5 of the column support rebar in place here. 3 of them are already poured, and we have the one over there. So what they're going to continue to do today, they're going to continue doing the digging, and they're actually going to start putting all the rebar inside the ground, but they're not going to do pouring today, and I want to be around for the pouring. So it's not necessary for me to be here at this point right now. So my sister-in-law is here on site, and I'm gonna walk her out to the gate, and then I'm gonna get back a little bit early. Tomorrow again is Sunday, and Sunday is well, I have something exciting about Sunday. Sunday, a friend of my sister-in-law, which it seems like all these friends of my sister-in-laws who've been helping me out with all these things, helping me advance with pretty much everything I've done here in the Philippines. But he's actually going to come and meet me here at the development at 10 o'clock in the morning. And we're going shopping for a bahay kubo. So I will actually have, it won't be laundry day for me tomorrow, I guess, but that's okay, because I'm gonna go shopping for a bahay kubo. So I'm gonna head back to the house. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, please subscribe. And until tomorrow, this is it for my PI Dream. I'll see you later.